Hi Aquarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have a reading for you guys, Aquarius. It definitely looks like a love reading. And hope you guys are all well, right? And yeah, if you guys are subscribing, return subscribers, make sure you resubscribe, hit the bell. And I'm uploading every day. And so I don't think people are getting my notifications, all right? So yeah, please go ahead and do that. I really appreciate you guys, right? So let's get into it. And today we have your Oracle spread starts out with this card here, which talks about, it can talk about somebody feeling used, kind of, it can, and boundaries, right? This is the girl with the snake, and these aren't real colorful here, but this, you might feel that you're in a relationship, maybe somebody might be using you, possibly, but I feel like you have some type of problem, maybe with boundaries. I feel like you might want to cut somebody loose, you might, but you know, I feel like you are kind of dealing with a problem here and you really want to leave your worries behind. Yeah, we have heart with the key. This is welcoming love, open your heart, getting together, and perfect. Yeah, you might think somebody's really good for you here and somebody else is not. And I feel like you kind of want to, you might want to get out of a relationship in this reading. It's not real clear, but you definitely, you are kind of concerned about like figuring the situation out. I feel like you are. You contain the entire universe encoded with you, within you, and you know, they're showing this man and the back of his head is like this USB. But you know, in other words, you know what to do about it. You do, but you might like be afraid to do it. Maybe you need courage, but deep down you kind of really know what to do. Yeah, that's really what that card is saying. And then you have your words create worlds, and we have, I think this is Ganesha, I'm not sure, but we have the little pickle here. He looks like he's this little kind of Pac-Man looking pickle or whatever. And then we have the elephant, which is kind of, I feel like it's a god in the Indian culture, right? Your words create worlds. You know, maybe you're trying to figure out what to say to this person. You could be giving yourself negative thoughts, right? Like, oh God, right? Or kind of like fear. You might be doing that. And this could be, it could also be about, maybe you want to tell somebody, and you could be trying to figure out what to say here, possibly to somebody. But you have the bountiful harvest and heighten your vitality. And this heighten your vitality, Aquarius, kind of really like, it kind of says it all, right? It kind of says that do whatever it takes here to kind of lift yourself, right? And lift your vitality, just to feel, you know, vita or vita. This is your vitality, but this is your life, right? Your life energy, your vitalization, your vida. Yeah, it is. And so down here, Aquarius, you start the reading with the 9 of spades reversed. And so this is the 9 of swords. These are kind of a trip reading, but the 6 of swords, I beg your pardon. Yeah, and the 6 of swords here, she's in transition, right? She's on her boat. It's at night. Maybe you want to leave at night. Aquarius, you're trying to cut out at night, right? I don't know, but she is trying to get to a calmer place because the water in front of her, it's hard to see here, is much calmer than where she's at now. But she's already in transition. I feel like this is what you want. You want to transit out of some type of situation. You have the King of Wands. Maybe your person is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This is manifesting, right? It is. And that is crossing you, the Magician. So in order to manifest this, you have to transit out or transit forward, you know, transition, right? It usually means a leaving. That's what she's doing. And then we have the 5 of diamonds. This is the Hierophant. He's in the reverse. So this could be about a marriage, maybe, possibly. And these cards are kind of a trip because they kind of read in the reverse and they kind of don't, right? Like, we know what it is in the reverse. We do, but let's see what they say here. Tradition, spiritual authority, and deception. So it's possibly here that for some, you guys have 2 relationships or you want to be in another one because of the deception that they are kind of, you know, mentioning. But it looks like you're in a relationship, excuse me, that you might not want to be in, but you don't know what to do about it. Like, it's harder for you to get out than it's easier said than done, right? We have the 2 of swords. This could be possibly in the past, but this is kind of your energy for this reading. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, oh, right, kind of like that. He has the blindfold on. Let's see what their two of spades version is here, which are the swords, peace through self-discipline. Yeah, you could be, you know, I feel like this is what you are trying to do. You're probably trying to be a good person here on some level, like with the discipline part. But you feel stuck here. You feel kind of boxed in. Yeah, I feel like you do. It looks like you're trying to do your best here to kind of bring joy to your life or transit into what you want, but not create maybe heartache, right? For somebody else, possibly. The Nine of Swords is here. And here she is, this woman. And it was in the reverse, but, you know, it doesn't... Here she is, and she's sleeping on a knife of beds. She is. She's awake, and, you know, I don't know if she can feel these knives here right underneath her beautiful bed here. But let's see what the Nine of Swords... We usually know it as anxiety. We do, and worry, right? And this other card here... this Six of leave your worries behind. One of these cards really kind of touches on that. Yeah. So this Nine of Spades, a struggle to make sense of events. The Nine of Swords in this deck, and this is why you are kind of like you can't make sense of what to do. Kind of, you could be thinking, how did I get in? How did I get here in the first place? For some of you guys, but you're trying to make sense of what you want to do. I'm sure you are. And Queen of Diamonds, Queen of Pentacles, that's her, right? And this is a bond between the external and the internal, and this is coming in the near future. But I feel like you are in this kind of hermit kind of mode. It doesn't mean that you have to be alone, like you're going, when you get home, you're kind of hey, I need to be alone over here and think about it. It doesn't necessarily mean that, but when you are alone, maybe even driving in your car, I feel like you are in this kind of energy where you're trying to figure this out, right? And so this Queen of Diamonds here is, you could be going through an awakening as well when we see the bond between the external and the internal, because this is really what we need, right, in life. We need to hook the two. We need to connect the two, rather, right? Here's the King of Wands. The Ace of Wands, I beg your pardon. It's here, and it does look like it's in the reverse. This is your concern. Yeah. And so the Ace of Wands in this particular deck, this is showing up as overcoming desire, building trust and courage. It's in the reverse. So you have a major desire for somebody here, or, I mean, for some it might be some type of a career, but when we see the Four of Wands in the reading, and then we see the Hierophant, I feel like this is probably a relationship. Yeah. You might think somebody's really selfish here. Somebody's kind of a narcissist. You could, because of this girl with the snake, or, you know, maybe you guys have a snake at home, right? You're brave, right? I would never. But I used to have a friend. I went to her house and she had a snake, and it was for the first time I went to visit her, because she moved, you know, she moved a good hour and a half out of town. And I was like, ugh, you know. But hey, to each his own, right? And so this Ace of Clubs reversed, or the Ace of Wands reversed, this is strength and courage. But it's in the reverse. So you don't have your courage yet to do this, but you're trying to figure out what to do here. I feel like it's hard for you to overcome this desire, and it has to do with this card, Aquarius. The heart with the key, welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart. You probably already met somebody here. It does look like that, right? And so the three of you have the Nine of, this is the Hermit in your environment. I never mind. Maybe you are in hermit mode when you get home, right? But definitely you're trying to figure this out in a kind of a quiet space. Yeah, and this Nine of Diamonds in this deck, they talk about sacrifice without regret. This is what you are trying to achieve here. You are trying to sacrifice something without regret. And I was kind of saying that. Like you're trying to figure out how to fix this situation, but kind of mitigate the damage, right? Or lessen the damage. You have the Three of Swords in your hopes. Yeah, which is kind of a trip card. Let's see what they have to say about this Three of Swords in the reverse. Could be in the upright. It doesn't. Let's see what they have to say here, because as I said, it's kind of a intuitive thing with this deck. This is moving beyond sorrow, understanding your feelings. Yeah, you're definitely trying to understand your feelings here, but you're definitely trying to move beyond sorrow. I feel like you love somebody, and somebody else you kind of don't want to be with, but you don't really want to hurt that person, it looks like. Yeah, and it's really hard for you to overcome this desire for whomever, right? And in your outcomes, the Four of Wands reversed. This could be a marriage or a relationship that is upside down. We have the Four of Wands reversed. Let's see what they say here. We know it to be like a marriage. We know it to be a celebration, some type of something that gives stability or foundation, but it's, you know, it's reversed here, right? So let's see what they say here about the Four of Wands reversed. This is solid foundation, stability, and celebration, like I said. So this is, it's in the reverse here. You feel like you don't have stability where you're at. So let's get a card from this deck here, and let's see what they have to say here for Aquarius, right? Yeah, OMG here. Let's see what they have to say. We don't want to use, let's see what they say here. Uh-oh, these are kind of, okay, let's see what they say. One last card for Aquarius. The bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups, Aquarius. So this is really what you want with somebody. You already have the Ace of Wands, but it's reversed here. Yeah. So let's have a look here. And for Aquarius, please. For Aquarius, please. We have the Sun card. You're trying to gain clarity here on the situation. And this is to restore your vitality. It is. And you feel like your vitality might be low because you have heightened your vitality. Yeah. So we're going to end this reading, Aquarius. And whatever you're doing here is not whatever you're doing. This kind of self-study is, I feel like it's going to work out for you. Like this is, it's helping you. Right now you're frustrated a little bit, but I feel like you're going to come to terms with the situation. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me here. God bless you guys. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. If you're new here, make sure you hit the bell. If you're an oldie but goodie, hit the bell again. Make sure that you are getting my notifications. You can always look for me if you're not, because I'm uploading every day. Thank you so much, you guys.